Changes are coming to the security screening process at Pittsburgh International Airport. The TSA announced changes to the security lines in the hopes of improving efficiency. It all begins on May 5th. And Channel 11's Talia Kirkland joins us live at the airport. Talia, so break down, what is it that people need to know?
Lisa, the TSA has now announced that for passengers without TSA PreCheck, instead of using those main checkpoint lines downstairs, they'll come up here to the third floor to use the alternative checkpoint, which is through those doors and across the street, sparking some concerns and frustrations.
You're now putting maybe the people that need the closer spot the further away.
On Wednesday, the TSA announced that travelers enrolled in TSA PreCheck flying out of Pittsburgh would now use the main security checkpoint to receive expedited screening benefits. Passengers who do not have TSA PreCheck would use the alternative checkpoint located near the ticketing area on the third level.
I think that could be very confusing. I think that, is there going to be really a lot of signage?
To access the alternative checkpoint, you would go to level 3 and then follow the signs directing you to walk across the street. From there, you would enter a separate terminal with additional checkpoint lanes. In a statement released by the TSA, officials explained that the changes would go into effect on May 5th, the same week that the Real ID requirement begins, to help streamline passenger flow as the travel season approaches. But for passengers like Vanessa Capperly, these changes will likely be more of an inconvenience than a help. Vanessa's mom is 80 years old and travels often.
Someone who is being dropped off out front and needing to get across, it could be quite challenging of a long distance. Is there going to be wheelchair assistance for those people? Is it going to make it longer for them to get through?
According to officials, during peak season, Pittsburgh International sees about 30,000 travelers a day. So we asked passengers if they are now considering getting TSA PreCheck to avoid any potential long waits. For Philadelphia mom Tiffany Hamilton, the answer is yes. She says she will likely get a PreCheck for her entire family.
I think this finally put me over the edge, and I feel for Pittsburgh residents that are now going to have to, people that don't have the PreCheck, they're going to have to be totally rerouted. It's going to be tough, especially when you're traveling with your kids.
The average cost of TSA PreCheck is between $75 to $85, an expense that some passengers are still on the fence about.
If everyone's going to get it, then the lines are going to become extremely long.
Now, the TSA release did not explicitly bar people without TSA PreCheck from using those main security lanes, but it did advise that they should use the alternative checkpoint. Live here at the Pittsburgh International Airport.